हॅलो. हां परुळेकर.
हॅलो.
येतोय
हा
का आवाज?
हा परवेश. हा तुमच्या खालच्या पट्टीवर शेअर स्क्रीन म्हणून ऑप्शन आहे बघा. ट्राय करून बघा.
तिथे हां शेअर स्क्रीन एक आहे बरोबर.
हो, हिरवा.
अच्छा. तिथे क्लिक केलं की मग तो
एक क्लिक
माझा
केलं की
स्क्रीन दिसायला लागेल तुम्हाला.
हो हो हिरवा. तुमच्या स्क्रीनवरती जे जे टॅब्स ओपन आहेत
हां हां.
त्याचा ऑप्शन येणार.
अच्छा. आणि
त्यातला
मग
टॅब्स
जो
तुम्ही
मला मेन दाखवायचा आहे
हा
मग त्याच्यावर शेअर केलं की तो स्क्रीन दिसायला लागेल. हो
हो
आय सी.
हा
बरं बरं.
करेक्ट बरोबर.
आणि मग आता हे आता तुमचा एक फोटो दिसतोय साईडला, तर
हो
तसा असं सगळ्या युजर्सचं असं
सगळ्या
दिसत आहे.
युजर्सचा येणार. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये असे आता आता पाच आहेत, पाच एका लाईन मध्ये दिसणार पाच दिसणार.
बरं
पुढे
बरं बरं.
एक एक दोन असे सिरीज मध्ये दिसणार.
अच्छा अच्छा.
त्याला एक वरती एक हा झाला स्पीकर व्ह्यू पण आहे.
हां हां.
त्याच्यात तुम्ही बोलत असताना तुमचा
अच्छा अच्छा
वेगळा
अच्छा. इतरांचे स्पीकर बंद राहतील.
हा
कारण ते कधी कधी घरून बोलत असले की घरात भांड्यांचे बिंड्यांचे जोरजोरात आवाज येत
हो
असतात.
म्हणून मी बाकी सगळ्यांना म्यूट करेन. एकदा
हां
सुरुवातीचं इंट्रोडक्शन झालं की बाकी सगळ्यांना
बरोबर बरोबर. बाकी त्या माझ्या मित्राचं काल मी तुम्हाला बोललो होतो ना,
हा हा
तर त्यांनी आता त्याचं ॲप जे आहे ते मोबाईलसाठी आणि टॅबसाठी
हा
पण
हा
मॉडीफाय केलं आहे आता. आणि त्यांनी तो
अच्छा
एक पासवर्ड आहे तोही काढून टाकला आहे, म्हणजे आता जरा सोपं केलं आहे. तर आपण काय करू, हे आपलं सेमिनार झाली की आपण एक त्याची ट्रायल घेऊ. कारण
हो चालेल.
त्याच्यासाठी एक कुठलं तरी ॲप हे मोबाईलमध्ये डाउनलोड करावं लागतं. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये ती लिंक अशी कॉपी पेस्ट करावी लागते आपल्या सेमिनारची, म्हणजे मग ते ऑन होतं. तर ते 2-3 गोष्टी त्याला करायला लागतात, तर ते आपण नंतर
करायला
एकदा
लागतं.
करून बघू की ते सोपं आहे का नाही असं.
त्या झूम मध्ये एक मस्त असतं की ते मोबाईल मध्ये नुसतं क्लिक केलं
हां ते
लिंक
लगेच होतं
क्लिक
बरोबर
की
बरोबर.
सगळं पुढे काहीच करायचं नाही.
हां त्यांनी ते आता फारच प्रोफेशनल केल्यामुळे ते जगातल्या सगळ्या लोकांना वापरता आलं
जगात
पाहिजे
सगळे
म्हणून.
हो तेच तर.
पण ह्यांनी पण चांगलं केलं आहे. आता फक्त आपण वापरताना आणखी काही अडचणी आल्या तर बघू.
बरोबर आहे. काही अडचण आली आपण एक ट्रायल करायला पाहिजे. आलेत लोक म्हणजे
कोणी जॉईन झालं आहे का आपल्याला कळणार कसं का, ते लॉग इन केल्यावर कळेल.
हा नाही नाही मला समजतं
तुम्हाला समजते का?
कोण कोण
अच्छा
होत
अच्छा.
आहेत ते.
मग कोणी आलेत का आता?
हा तीन चार लोक आहेत.
3-4 लोक आलेत. बरं बरं.
नाही काही लोक नावं लिहित नाहीत नुसते त्यांचे फोनचे नंबर येतात.
अच्छा फोन नंबर येतो. बरं बरं बरं.
नाही हे आमच्या इंजिनियरनं सांगितलं होतं, शिशिर कुलकर्णी सरांच्या इंजिनियरनं सांगितलं होतं.
हां हां.
रिअल विस्पर नसेल होतं तसं.
मी पण माझे परिचित आहे ते सांगले सरांना पाठवलं आहे.
हो चालेल जे काय
नंतर एक कुबडे सर आहेत त्यांनाही पाठवले.
हो
आणि तो एक स्वप्नील म्हणून इथे त्या भुजबळरावांच्या कंपनीत एक डिझाईन इंजिनियर आहे, त्यालाही पाठवलं.
ते जेवढे जास्त येतील तेवढे
हां
तसं चांगलं
त्यांना
ब्लड
त्यांना
टेस्ट
म्हटलं
होईल
एक तुम्ही
त्यामध्ये.
प्रामाणिकपणे फीडबॅक द्या म्हटलं.
हो आणि टेस्ट पण होईल ना
हो
म्हणजे
बरोबर.
जे काय होतं आपल्याला मॅनेज करता येतं की नाही ते टेस्ट
हो
होईल.
बरोबर बरोबर.
करतो आता ऍडमिट करायला चालू करतो.
हो हो.
हा असा आवाज आणि क्लिअर आहे तसं काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. तुमचा आवाज
हां
पण क्लिअर
आवाजही
आहे.
तुमचाही मला एकदम क्लिअर येतो.
फक्त प्रॉब्लेम तोच म्हणजे जेवढे पार्टिसिपंट वाढले की मला वाटतं ते जे काय असतं ना
हां ते
ते
आता
शेअर होतं मग तो आवाज कमी होतो. मला चेक करायचं.
हां
आमच्याकडे काय आम्ही जनरली 15-20 पर्यंत करतो.
हां
त्याच्यामुळे
अच्छा
आज
अच्छा.
हे किमान 50 तरी होतील अशी आशा आहे.
आज होतील का 50? पण तुमच्या ऑफिसात एवढे आहेत का इंजिनियर्स?
आमच्या ऑफिसमध्ये आहेत तसे ती येतात माहित नाही.
अच्छा इतरही काही
आमच्या
काही आहेत.
ऑफिसमध्ये एक 25 एक आहेत आणि बाकी
बरं बरं
तरी
बरं.
50 एक व्हायला बघूया.
हां
जयंत कुलकर्णी पण आलेले आहेत. अब्दुल आलेले आहेत.
हां जयंत कनेक्ट झाला वाटतं.
हो हो
हां मी हां करेक्ट झालं.
ग्रेट ग्रेट. मला जमलं शेवटी.
हो
हां मी
ओके
हां
ओके.
करेक्ट झालं.
नाही ह्याची त्यांना सवय आहे आता
अच्छा
त्यामुळे
याची सवय आहे. बरं झूममध्ये चालतं त्याला. बरं बरं.
हे सध्या मी सगळ्यांचं ऑन ठेवतो पण तुमचं
हां हां.
लेक्चर सुरू झालं की बाकी सगळ्यांना मी म्यूट करेन.
हो बरोबर. हां कुबडे सर काय म्हणते?
हो सर
हां
गुड
जॉईन केला
मॉर्निंग.
तुम्ही. गुड गुड.
हो येस. कुबळे सर गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर. खूप दिवसांनी भेटतोय. हो
कुबळे सर गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर. खूप दिवसांनी भेटतोय.
हो खूप दिवसाने भेटतो. मागे एकदा तुम्ही माझ्या घरी आला होता.
कसे असतात?
हो हा चालू आहे सगळं. सगळं कोरोनाच्या कृपाने चांगलं सर. चालू आहे.
हो ना,
सगळं कोरोनाच्या कृपाने चांगलं चाललंय.
वेगळाच अनुभव महिनाभर लोक घेत आहेत.
हो आणि पोस्ट करून अनुभव पण वेगळाच असणार आहेत सगळे.
हो अगदी अगदी.
आणि पोस्ट करून अनुभव पण वेगळाच असणार आहेत सगळे.
रवी सर, तुम्ही सध्या जर शेअर स्क्रीन बंद केला ना तर
हा.
तुम्हाला स्क्रीनवर सगळे लोक जास्त लोक दिसू शकतात.
अच्छा अच्छा, मी सध्या शेअर स्क्रीनला हे बंद करू का?
म्हणजे सगळे लोक दिसू शकतील सुरुवातीला चालू
बरं.
करायच्या अगोदर.
हां
तुम्ही परत शेअर करू शकता.
हा म्हणजे मला सगळे लोक दिसू शकतील सुरुवातीला चालू करायच्या अगोदर. मग तुम्ही परत शेअर करून चालू शकता.
काय अब्दुल? काय म्हणते?
हाय अब्दुल.
कामं चालू आहेत की नाही?
हां, दिसत आहेत आता सगळे.
हा
हो.
जास्त लोक दिसतात.
कामं चालू आहेत की नाही? हा तर जास्त लोक
आता म्हणजे तुला माहिती आहे की नाही सगळ्या गव्हर्नमेंटने अशी ऑर्डर काढली आहे. म्हणजे तुला माहिती आहे की नाही सगळ्या गव्हर्नमेंटने अशी ऑर्डर काढली आहे कंपन्यांवर शेअर करायची. कंपन्यांनी त्यांची शेअर करायची.
तर फी शेअर करू दे ना, सॅलरी नाही शेअर केलं तर चालेल. फी तर फी शेअर करू दे ना, सॅलरी नाही शेअर केलं तर चालेल.
तेवढं
फी करायला माझा काही
मॅनेजमेंटला कळवलं तेवढं तरी येऊन कळवलं. मॅनेजमेंटला कळवलं.
बंद झाला नाही म्हणजे मिळवलं. कळवल्यावर माझा सॅलरी बंद झाला नाही म्हणजे मिळवलं.
शाळेची
दोघांचा ऑनलाईन मीटिंग चाललं.
शाळेची
तुमची पण शाळेची ऑनलाईन लेक्चर चालू झाली ना आता?
तुमची पण शाळेची ऑनलाईन लेक्चर चालू झाली ना आता?
हे आमचं वर्क फ्रॉम होम चालूच आहे. ते आमचंही सुरू झालं. हे आमचं असतं.
एवढी भन्नाट टेक्नॉलॉजी त्यांना इतक्या लहान वयात बघायला मिळते.
सकाळी उठल्यावर मला आधीच विचारत होता, आई आज माझ्या किती ऑनलाईन मीटिंग्स आहेत. मला आधीच विचारत
माझं पण ऑनलाईन आहे
आज
का?
माझ्या किती ऑनलाईन मीटिंग्स आहेत. त्याचं पण आहे फर्स्टमध्ये असं नाही की आहे त्याला.
हां correct.
मग त्याचं पण आहे फर्स्टमध्ये असं जाऊन
हो ना,
सकाळी
त्यांना आता स्वतःचा पासवर्ड आणि स्वतःचा टॅब लागणार आता.
जाऊन सकाळी कॅलेंडर चेक करून कनेक्ट करून बघ. चौथी वेळ नाही आली म्हणजे मिळवलं.
हो तेच ना.
चौथी वेळ नाही आली म्हणजे मिळवलं.
शिक्षक पालक सभा असते त्याला काय म्हणतात?
काय म्हणते?
शिक्षक पालक सभा असते त्याला विचारते मी.
हां
पालक सभा
पेरेंट टीचर पीटीएम म्हणतात.
मुलीला विचारते मी. पालक सभा ते आपण चालू होतं
पेरेंट
ना
टीचर पीटीएम म्हणतात. पीटीएम
ते आपण चालू होतं ना ऑनलाईन.
विवेक आपटे जॉईन झाले.
आपण
Alex, S9 दिसणार.
विवेक आपटे जॉईन झाले.
आपटे सर तुमचं नाव चेंज रिनेम करा ना. गॅलेक्सी S9 दिसणार. तुमचं नाव टाका.
ते सर तुमचं नाव चेंज रिनेम करा ना. गॅलेक्सी
ते रिनेम म्हणून ऑप्शन आहे बघा
नाव
राईट.
टाका तिथे.
हा
ते रिनेम म्हणून ऑप्शन आहे बघा राईट हँड. हा
ठीक आहे, तुझ्याशी बोलल्यानंतर मी प्रदीप शाहशी बोललो काल परवा. ठीक आहे, तुझ्याशी बोलल्यानंतर मी प्रदीप शाहशी बोललो काल परवा. लक्षात घेता मला आवडलं नाही त्याला की एवढा कधीच सायकोलॉजी आवडलं नाही त्याला की एवढ्या डाऊन असतो. एवढा कधीच सायकोलॉजी कधी अपसेट असतो एवढ्या डाऊन असतो. पण जनरल गप्पा माहिती त्याला माहित नव्हतं गप्पा त्याला माहित नव्हतं. पण जनरल गप्पा माहिती असं माहिती असण्याची शक्यता पण आहे ना. आता कसं आहे की हे आम्हाला माहिती आहे की हा जो आयआयसीसीच्या ग्रुपमध्ये लगेच शक्यता पण आहे ना. असं आहे की आम्हाला माहिती आहे की हा जो आयआयसीसीच्या ग्रुपमध्ये लगेच कळतं. या सगळ्या मुंबईच्या पण त्या ग्रुपमध्ये बाकी तुझे सगळ्या लिंक मिळाला त्याचा आज उद्यापासून आमच्या आर्किटेक्टमध्ये बाकी तुझे सगळ्या लिंक मिळाला त्याचा बऱ्याचशा त्यातल्या बऱ्याच बघितलेल्या आहेत आर्किटेक्टमध्ये बाकीच्या लोकांकडून एकत्र बऱ्याचशा त्यातल्या बऱ्याच बघितलेल्या आहेत बाकीच्या लोकांकडून बघूया अजूनही बऱ्याच त्याचा सदुपयोग केला तर ठीक आहे त्याचा सदुपयोग केला तर ठीक आहे
वाईट तर पडला म्हणून नाही का
प्रदीप काय हल्ली काहीच करत नाही का?
हल्ली म्हणजे गेले
प्रदीप काय हल्ली काहीच करत नाही
हल्ली म्हणजे कित्येक वर्ष त्याच्या संपूर्ण बोलण्यात तसं कळतं सायकोलॉजिकल डिप्रेशन आहे त्याला घरात बाहेर पडायचं संपूर्ण बोलण्यात तसं कळतं की त्याला सायकोलॉजिकल डिप्रेशन आहे त्याला घरात बाहेर पडायचं
मुलं आहेत का त्याला?
एक मुलगी तर आहे नक्की
मुलं आहेत
तिचं लग्न झालं आहे एक मुलगी तर आहे नक्की मोठी
काहीतरी झालं नाही का?
काहीतरी झालं नाही का
हुशार होता
आता एमीला येणार म्हणजे सगळे हुशारच नाही का आपण?
आता एमीला येणार म्हणजे सगळे हुशारच नाही का आपण
थोडस कमी जास्त ना काय थोडस कमी जास्त थोडस कमी जास्त ना काय
अरे पण आपले
थोडस कमी जास्त
आता इन्व्हॉल्व केलं
अरे पण आपले एमईचे ग्रुप आता इन्व्हॉल्व केलं
आपण परत रिपीट करू ट्रायल असल्यामुळे आपण परत रिपीट शिशिरला केलं
रिनेम करा गॅलेक्सी नाव दिसतंय. तुम्ही जरा तरी तुमचं रिनेम करा ना तुमचं नाव गॅलेक्सी नाव दिसतंय
माझा चेहरा
चेहरा दिसतोय
गॅलेक्सी असं येतंय
माझा चेहरा दिसत नाही
चेहरा
ना.
दिसतोय पण तुमचं नाव गॅलेक्सी
मला असं काही करायला सांगितलं असतं माझ्या राग होती ना
तू आता मला
डिस्कनेक्ट करून देईल
माझ्या राग येतो ना.
कनेक्शन पण जाईल त्यामुळे
मला आता
बाकीच्याला
असं
समजेल
करायचं
तुम्ही
तर माझं
शिशिर करूया.
कनेक्शन पण जाईल ते आपण
नाही,
नंतर
सोपं आहे.
जायला आणि माझं
बाकीच्याला
नाव-
समजेल तुम्ही
गॅलेक्सी
शिशिर
मधनं
करूया.
तो गॅलेक्सी दुसऱ्या गॅलेक्सी मधनं आलाय
विक्या पण आहे ना
तो गॅलेक्सी S9 हा
मी आणि विक्या वेगळ्या गॅलेक्सी मध्ये दिसतात
विके पण आहे ना? हा. मी आणि विके वेगळ्या गॅलेक्सी मधनं दिसतो.
ते काय
ऑप्शन काय आहे?
अरविंद अरविंद
अरविंद
ठीक आहे
अरविंद
त्या राईटला एक 3 डॉट आहेत बघा त्याच्यामध्ये name असं आहे. Yes. 3 डॉट आहेत दुसऱ्या राईटला एक 3 डॉट आहेत बघा त्याच्यामध्ये
हे वेबिनार झाल्यानंतर आपण
3 डॉट आहेत
नंतर
दिसतात.
कधी भेटायचं मला सांगा.
नाही अरविंद मी काय म्हणतो हे वेबिनार झाल्यानंतर आपण नंतर कधी भेटायचं मला सांगा फोनवर कारण मी तुला पाठवलं होतं त्या संदर्भात.
आम्ही किती जॉईन झालं सगळे मिळून आता आपण चालू करायचंय का आम्ही किती जॉईन झालं सगळे मिळून आता आपण चालू करायचंय
24 आहे.
आपले देशपांडे झाले का आरडी झालं का देशपांडे आपले देशपांडे झाले का आरडी झालं का आरडी झालं का आनंद झालं का
31 झालेले आहेत. झालेले आहे.
ठीक आहे, मला असं वाटतं चालू करेल सर, चालू करूया ना. हा सर, का मला असं वाटतं
हा हरकत
चालू
नाही.
करेल
ते
सर,
आता
चालू
बघा,
करूया ना.
तुम्हाला आणखी फारच लोक अपेक्षित असले तर ठीक आहे, 2-4 असले तर मग जाऊ दे.
11:05 चालू करू.
हां 11
11:05 चालू करू.
दोन मैस दोन मैस चांगले सर जॉईन झाले का? चांगले सर जॉईन झाले का?
आणि चेहऱ्यावरून ओळखायला.
चांगले सर जॉईन झाले का?
आणि चेहऱ्यावरून ओळखायला.
चांगले
दिसत
सर
तर नाही
जॉईन
आहे.
झाले का?
नाव वेगळं असेल तर समजलं नाही.
दिसत तर नाही आहे, पण आता नाव वेगळं असेल तर समजलं नाही.
हॅलो.
हा, पाच.
येस सर, गुड मॉर्निंग. हॅलो.
हमारे जॉईन हो गया. हाँ,
जी
पाँच.
सर. येस सर, गुड मॉर्निंग.
हमारे जॉईन हो गया. कोई इंटरनेशनल गेस्ट पे आ गया. कोई इंटरनेशनल गेस्ट पे आ गया.
वाटतं चालू करूया ना.
हां चालू करू.
हां,
वाटतं चालू करूया.
मी आता शेअर स्क्रीनवर क्लिक करू का?
I would mute all except Gadgil sir. Says right as
I would mute all except Gadgil sir.
right now I'll mute all.
Says right as I
And then when question answers you can
right
unmute
now I'll mute all except Gadgil sir. And then when question answers you can unmute and
Hello. Hello, is everybody able to hear me? ऐकू येते का सर्वांना?
Yes sir.
ओके ओके, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Yes sir.
yes sir.
Yes sir.
Hello, good morning everybody. And I think at least I am experiencing for the first time a seminar based on the web technology. And last maybe few weeks it has been a different experience to all of us. And with the technology that is available, I think myself and Jayant, we were just thinking whether we can use now the currently available technology for conducting such types of seminars. And this is one or the first attempt from our side that we are going to use this technology to conduct this technical seminar. Otherwise, it is a big event for us all to assemble in a hall and organize all the activities there. So this being a new technology, we are just trying to see the effectiveness of that, and based on your feedback, we will be trying to see whether we can go ahead with such kinds of seminars in future. Now, today's topic for seminar is the use of prestressed concrete slabs and beams in buildings. My entire presentation is going to cover these topics listed over here. Firstly, it will be introduction about the basic problem or basic, you can say, the technology of pre-stress concrete. Then there will be basic theory of pre-stress concrete and comparison of RC and PT. Next I will be discussing the codes of practice, only list them which codes are being followed by the PT designer. Then the materials used in pre-stress concrete structures, the permissible stresses as per the codes of practice, then the loss of pre-stress, the softwares used, the softwares used for PT design, then some advanced applications of PT concept, only briefly this will be discussed, then the bonded and unbonded PT systems which are currently used in the industry, that will be discussed. Then the last two topics, that is role and responsibility of RC designer and checking the design of a typical PT slab. So these two topics are most important for the RC designer, because the problem with RC designer are given in this slide. Now RC designer has the problem or has the responsibility to release the drawing for construction, though of course he has got the drawing from PT designer, but he has not understood that, and still he has to release the drawing for construction. So his first problem is releasing the drawing for construction without understanding it. Two, he has to certify the stressing detail. The PT designer gives him several details in his drawings. One of that is stressing detail and the stressing values. Again, the RC designer doesn't understand that, but he has to certify that and send the drawing to the site for execution. And the last and most important part, which is to be carried out by the RC designer, is to finally issue a stability certificate, knowing fully well that he has not designed it, and still he has to take the responsibility, put his license to stakes, and worry the whole life whether the contractor has designed the structure properly or not. Okay, now with this ground reality, let us see how the entire technology has been now introduced in the industry. As far as pre-stress concrete is concerned, I think okay. Now, as the word suggests, pre-stress concrete is a concrete in which there have been introduced internal stresses of such magnitude and distribution that the stresses resulting from given external loadings are countered to some extent. As a general behavior, we know that when you have got a beam carrying lateral load, then one face of the beam is in tension, the other face is in compression. Now, if we have a technology by which the tensile stress, the face where the tensile stresses are to be created later on, there we initially introduce compressive stress, so that later on the value of final tensile stress gets reduced, because it has to be algebraically added to the compressive stress which is introduced at the beginning, which means we are trying to nullify or minimize or reduce the effect of the stresses which are being introduced or which are being created by the applied loads on the given structure. For that purpose, now we say that we have got a technology and we are going to use it. The general applications of pre-stress concrete, as we see in industry, they are used for bridge girders, currently extensively used in PT slabs, beams or transfer girders in buildings. Then we have the rail sleepers or electric poles, also used pre-stress concrete. We have nuclear containment structures, we have raft foundations, floor grid systems, and so on and so forth. So several applications are there where pre-stress concrete is being introduced or used in the industry over here. Now the basic design of pre-stress concrete structure is carried out using any of the three concepts or a combination of that. One is the stress concept, second is the force concept, and the third one is the load balancing concept. We will briefly see these concepts, though we are not going to finally use in our career many of these concepts. In stress concept, what we do is we are having a beam, for example, which is carrying transverse load. The beam is subjected to concentric pre-stressing force. As you see over here, a concentric force or a cable is passed and a concentric force is now applied to the beam. So due to this concentric force, there is a uniform compression in the cross section of the beam, which is say rectangle one. Due to the transverse load, there is the bending stress, which is having compressive stress at one face going to tensile at the other. When the two stresses are combined, then the compressive stress gets added to finally give you an increased compressive stress on one face, and on the other face we have the decreased tensile stress. While over here there was a large tensile stress, and if the compressive stress is much larger, then you can get fully compression in the entire section over here. So this is one concept where the stresses are only monitored due to the presence of the pre-stress and the applied load. If you apply, for example, if you apply, for example, the force eccentrically, then you have got a direct compressive force or compressive stress due to pre-stress. Then there is a bending stress introduced due to the eccentricity of the pre-stressing force. There is bending stress introduced in the section due to the applied load, and then we get the combined behavior over here, which is the addition of direct compressive stress, the bending stress due to the pre-stressing force, the bending stress due to the due to the applied loads, and then we have got the combined action giving you only the stresses. So we only monitor the stresses, and the design is carried out based on this criteria. The next concept is the force concept, where we don't visualize the stresses. We only say that there is some applied load giving some moment at some point. Then we say that we have got the cable which applies the force on the section, which is, let us say, a tensile force over there due to the cable stretching, and the entire concrete exerts a compressive force at the location where the centroid is applied, or the resultant is applied for compressive force. And then we have got these two forces forming a couple, and then we say that we have to resist some moment, and that moment is to be now resisted by finally a couple which is formed by the tensile force in the cable and the compressive force in concrete. So these two forces are adjusted so that the applied bending moment is resisted. So this is the second concept, and the third concept is load balancing concept, wherein we visualize that if there is a uniformly distributed load on the beam, and we have got a cable which is passing through it in a parabolic fashion, let us say, and as you stretch the cable tries to straighten up and thereby lift the beam in the upward direction, which means we are as if applying an upward force on the beam, because it is trying to push the beam in the upward direction when the cable is stretched. The result of that is you have got an applied load of some intensity, and the effect of this cable in the form of an applied load in the form of a resisting force in the upward direction. So due to the applied load, I have got, let us say, 45 kilonewton per meter as the load on the beam, and due to the presence of this cable, I am applying as if an upward load of some magnitude depending on the force in the cable and its profile and so on. So I am getting an upward force, and then we say that the final bending moment in the beam is the result of net force applied on the beam. So we can say that we are able to use any of these concepts in designing pre-stressed concrete over here. So we have got now the load balancing concept over here in this fashion, that we have got the eccentric, so we have got the cable applying an upward force. The result of that is there is some only residual force applied, that is the downward force which is applied on the beam, and the upward force which is developed by the cable. So the net force is applied over here, and then we are getting a resultant stress due to these forces. Okay. So we say that these are the brief concept used by the designer in carrying out the design of a PT element over here. Though our objective is not to carry out the design, but just to understand the process over here. Now we have been all the time associated with designing structures which are reinforced concrete structures, while now we are coming across structures which are having different technology, the pre-stressed concrete structure. Let us see what is the basic difference in the two types of structures. As far as reinforced concrete is concerned, we can use concrete with as low strength as M20, M25 and so on. While with pre-stressed concrete, we need very high strength in concrete. It has to start with M35 concrete and above that. So it requires basically a high strength concrete. The steel reinforcement that we use in reinforced concrete is either Fe415 or Fe500, which indicates that is the 0.2% proof stress 500 MPa or 415 MPa. While in the pre-stressed concrete we are using high tension strands of 1800 or so grade. So that is the breaking stress of the PT strands 1800 MPa. So it is almost 3.5 times stronger than the normal steel that we use in reinforced concrete. Now in reinforced concrete, we presume that there is cracking in concrete. So below the neutral axis, if there are tensile stresses, we completely ignore that and presume that some cracks are bound to occur. While in pre-stressed concrete, either cracks are not allowed at all, so the entire section is expected to remain in compression, or if cracking is to occur, then the crack width is controlled in such a way that it is not finally getting a structure which is harmful for the concrete, for the high tension tendons. The structure in that is in reinforced concrete structures, we are having the compression. The structure itself can be in compression like a column, or it can be in tension or in flexure, because we are designing it for those types of forces. While in pre-stressed concrete, we need a structure which is either in tension or in flexion. If you have got a structure which is purely in compression, then we can't use pre-stressed technology to that, because the structure is already in compression and we have no purpose in adding a tendon to increase the compression or so. And in reinforced concrete, the structure can have any length. We can have a beam which is only 2 meter long or 1.5 meter long, 3 meter long. While in pre-stressed concrete, that is not possible. You need structures which are reasonably long. Otherwise, the whole purpose of having pre-stressed concrete gets lost, and you will not be able to then stress the cable. Thereby, the effectiveness of the tensile force gets transmitted to the structure. So we need reasonably long structure. In case of slabs, unless the slab is 7 to 8 meter in span, we will not prefer a pre-stressed concrete for that particular that type of slab. The next difference in the two is normal reinforced concrete can be cast structure by only unskilled labor, while in case of pre-stressed concrete you need specially trained people for carrying out the jacking operation, for stressing the cables, for grouting, for laying the cables, and so on and so forth. In reinforced concrete, we require very few specialized equipments, only a mixer and a pump for keeping the or transferring the concrete to the site, to the location, and so on and so forth, or maybe vibrator and so on. While in pre-stressed concrete, we need quite a few specialized equipments like the wedges, the jacks, the pumps, the injecting grout pump, and so on and so forth. So we see that all these special equipments are required for pre-stressed concrete, and they are not readily available in market. Every contractor has its own hardware, and accordingly he has to finally use his hardware for carrying out for laying or using the pre-stressed concrete also. The working cycle for concrete is generally, as soon as you get 7 days strength, we say that is enough, and it will be able to take some more load and so on and so forth. While with pre-stressed concrete, generally it is a time consuming process, and it takes some additional number of days before you can utilize the slab for further applications and so on and so forth. So normally if there is pre-stressed concrete, then the the working cycle gets increased. So if initially you have 7 days cycle, now it may be 10 days cycle or 15 days cycle, and so on and so forth. Now for designing purpose, the RC designer would normally be content with IS 456, while for pre-stressed concrete we have got many international as well as the Indian codes. 1343 is the basic code for pre-stressed concrete, and for international jobs we either use BS 8110 or Eurocode EN 1992. So any of these codes can be used for carrying out the design of pre-stressed concrete over here. Now, as far as the material used in pre-stressed concrete structures are concerned, we have basically 4-5 different types of materials. One is of course the concrete, then we have the high tension wires or strands, then we have non-pre-stressed steel, Tor steel and so on, then we have grout for bonded strands, and then we have the hardware like the wedges or the cones or sheathing, the stressing jacks and so on and so forth. So these are the types of materials which are going into the pre-stressed concrete structures. As far as basic materials are concerned, we have got 3 categories of naturally available materials or man-made materials. One is materials which resist only compression like the stone or concrete and so on. Then we have materials which resist tension like the bamboo ropes, like the bamboos or the ropes or the iron bars or steel wires. They are meant to take only tensile forces, or the high strength steel that we use, which is expected to take only tensile stresses. And then we have the materials which resist both tension and compression, that is timber or structural steel or reinforced concrete, where it is a combination of concrete which takes compression and the reinforcement that takes tension. While in pre-stressed concrete, again we are having materials which carry both tension as well as compression, though the final behavior is mostly governed by the resulting stresses over there. Now that is as far as the natural properties of the materials are concerned. The first material that we use in pre-stressed concrete is of course concrete. So we have got concrete of whatever grade, say M35 the starting grade. It has got the stress strain curve, which is you are all aware of that. As you consider the testing of any concrete cube and measure carefully its stress and strain, and we get this stress strain curve for concrete, which shows that how much is the maximum strain that concrete can withstand and so on and so forth. The next material that we have is the high tension wires or high tension strands. So they are either the bonded type strands, over here 7 wire strands or so on. So these are small wires of about 3 mm diameter. They are all taken together and a strand is formed out of that. So that is normally what is popular is the 7 wire strand over here. And then we have the unbonded strands, which is now the current technology, that in most of the new structures there is now a trend to use unbonded cables or unbonded strands in place of the bonded one. Okay. Now as far as the high strength wires are concerned, we have got the stress strain curve for it, where we see that the ultimate stress is of the order of 1700 to 1800 MPa, which is almost 3 times or 3.5 times more than the strength of Tor steel over here. The high strength wires many times are available for their diameter and directly the breaking load for its diameter or the number of strands and so on and so forth. So many times such tables are provided by the pre-stressed concrete contractor, pre-stressed designer, that these are the strands and this is the load that it is expected to carry at 1% elongation and so. Now non-PT steel which is used in pre-stressed concrete structures is our normal Tor steel, high yield strain deform bars, that is Fe415 or Fe500. The bonded PT strand that we use require these kinds of sheathing where the strands are put inside the sheath, and then after stressing the entire thing is filled with grout, so that later on there is no danger of corrosion of the PT strand and so on and so forth. As far as the next material that we are considering is the hardware that is used for PT system. Now these are the end zone, that is, you can say end grips, or you can say the grips used at the end to pass the strands, and then later on the jacks are applied either to a single strand or to multiple strand depending upon the technology that is available. This one that you are seeing is the unbonded strand, which is placed one at a time and stressed also one at a time. Now these are some of the hardwares which are generally patented hardwares manufactured by the contractor himself, and they are to be used for effectively carrying out the pre-stressed concrete structure work. As far as the permissible stresses are concerned, I think this we will skip because it is mainly for designing purpose. The permissible stress in concrete, which are the resulting stresses due to the applied load and the pre-stressing cables, is we are having different types of structures. The type 1 structure where no tensile stresses are permitted, so you have to design the structure in such a way or apply the pre-stressing force in such a way, on such magnitude and location, that no tensile stresses are developed. In type 2 structure, tensile stress is limited to 3 Newton per mm square, and in some parts it is limited to even lesser value of 1.5 and so on. So depending upon type of structure, whether you need concrete to have to remain only in compression, or you allow it to develop minute cracks and limiting the crack width and so on, depending upon that the code permits different levels of tensile stresses, and these are to be followed by the designer when he designs his PT member over there. Then we have the permissible stresses in concrete, again given by the IS code, where for different grades of concrete, for different types of PT technology, whether it is pre-tensioned or post-tensioned and so on, different permissible stresses are indicated for tension in concrete and so on. So these are some of the, you can say, the stipulations of the codes. In addition to the problem of stressing of cables and the stresses developed, there are lots of losses occurring in the stressing force. Now these losses are to be accounted for by the designer when he carries out his pre-stressed concrete design, and these are some of the losses. I think we will not go into the details of that because we will be not much interested in designing the structure, but mainly understanding the design of the other design contractor. The softwares used by the PT contractor are generally either the ADAPT software only for pre-stressed concrete, SAFE, which we are all using for RC design, but it can also be used for PT design, and RAM from Bentley, that is also used for PT design, and RAPT is a new type of software which has come in last few years, which is also used by some of the contractors for carrying out their PT design. Some of the special applications where the PT structures are used are like the floor grade system. Then we have got the pre-stressed concrete raft or the voided slab when the span is very large and you want to reduce the weight of the self weight of the slab itself. Then many times we need to do external pre-stressing for carrying out repairs to bridge decks or bridge girders and so on, or addition and alteration of slabs if you want to carry out. Then many times if you have got PT slab, then some special precautions are required to be taken for carrying out such addition alterations in the slab and so. As I indicated that of late these bonded system and unbonded systems are alternatively used by different contractors. Unbonded is the latest addition to the pre-stressed concrete field or industry, So they are used since last few years in our country also. The original system was of course the bonded system, where you have got a sheathing and the cables are passed through it, the stressing is done, and finally it is grouted. While unbonded system presents cables which are enclosed in a, you can say, a plastic pipe, and there is lubricant inside it, so there is no contact or bond between the cable and the concrete outside it. So this is recently introduced in our country. Last few years we are witnessing the structures built with unbonded system. This bonded system requires of course the sheathing, while the unbonded system has got a very small steel pipe, the plastic pipe, through which the strand is passed, and the overall diameter of that pipe is very close to the diameter of the cable itself. While in case of sheathing, they are having much larger diameter. The result of that is you need greater volume inside the concrete occupied by the pre-stressed concrete sheathing. The result of that is, because the sheathing has got a larger diameter or larger size, the lever arm which represent the distance between the PT strand and the centroid of the section, so that gets reduced in bonded system, while in unbonded system that lever arm is slightly larger. In case of bonded system, the cutting of slab is very easy, because there is already a perfect bond between the strands and the slab, so anywhere you can cut and nothing happens to the pre-stressing force and so on. While in case of unbonded system, that is not possible. You need to carefully distress the cable and then cut the slab by providing temporary support and so on and so forth. So lots of precautions are required to be taken if you have got unbonded system, and you need to carry out later on some additional alteration to the slab and so on. In case of bonded system, the frictional losses are present, while in case of unbonded system the friction is almost negligible, so you get 100% stress or force available throughout the length of the cable. While in bonded system we have to carry out later on, after stressing, the grouting, while in case of unbonded system there is no grouting required. The lubricant inside protects the strand from corrosion and so on and so forth. Now comes the point of interest to all of us, that is our responsibility in this entire process, where we have got a structure which is now pre-stressed over there. The contractor has carried out the pre-stress design. He has got a structure designed for some loads, which is some fraction of dead plus live load. In addition to that, there are some other loads applied on the structure, like the wind load or the earthquake and so on and so forth. For that he has not carried out the design. The reason is that his software generally is able to handle only the gravity load. That is one thing. Secondly, we also don't give him entire data of the structure. We only give him data of the slab and say that okay, this is the slab and these are the gravity loads, you design your structure for that, and then that is the end of it. So we say that we give him some data, he takes that data, prepares his model, and then after his design is complete, he gives us the data, he gives us his results, and then we have to carefully study the results, understand the results, see whether he has carried out proper design or not, and then whatever additional moment that the slab or the member is developing due to the presence of wind load or the earthquake load, we have to provide additional reinforcement for resisting those additional moments, which means I must know for what moment he has designed it, and then the balance moment I must consider to finally see that the design is able to withstand the gravity loads and the lateral load effects and so on. Okay, now that is as far as the role of a RC designer is concerned, that he gets the design from the basic PT designer, and now his responsibility starts at that point, which I have indicated at the beginning, that you have to release the drawing for construction without understanding his design. So he has carried out design, and you have to now say that yes, now go ahead and construct it. So unless you are sure whether he has designed it properly or not, you are taking a risk, and you either go by reputation of that contractor and say that okay, if he has designed it, I am sure, like that. So that is a very risky option. Then secondly, he gives you the kinds of stresses developed, a table for example, that at different location what are the stresses under transfer or under initial stages or at final stages when the full dead load is there, and so on and so forth. So he has got some software that generates some results, and he directly supplies you that result. So you are also not sure whether his software has done a proper job by considering data which is properly fed to it, and so on and so forth. And finally, after certifying his drawing, the work is executed by the contractor, the stressing is done, and then finally you have to issue a stability certificate to that structure which he has designed. He has taken the data as per your suggestion, and he has executed it. You have not witnessed any of this activity, but finally you are giving him a stability certificate. So that is the situation for RC designer. Okay, doesn't matter. I think we will take a very simple case and see how the whole situation can be handled. So I am giving you a simple example where this is a you can say an activity where a PT designer gives you some of his results. So he says that okay, this is the way I am going to lay my strands, and these are the elevations of strands at different locations. These are the strands in X direction, these are the strands in Y directions, and so on and so forth. So he supplies some data. Of course you are not bothered about it because you generally don't understand any of the activity or any of the details shown in the drawing. So you say that okay, fine, you have got some strands over there. Okay, so he gives you the complete picture that these are the strands in this direction, and he numbers them and so on and so forth. So that is all finally his problem. Then he further says that these are the strips which he has taken, because he is laying the strands in different strips. So he says, or he gives you a simple sketch where he says that these are the strips in X direction which he has used for carrying out the design of PT strand. These are the strips in Y direction. Finally, he also gives you a stress diagram where the complete stresses are distributed over here at different location. He gives you the number which indicates it's the tensile stress at that point or it's the compressive stress at that point. And if you ask him, then he also says that as per his software, whatever software he is using, as per his software, these are the bending moments for which he has carried out the design. So if you ask this data, then he is bound to give you this information that these are the design strips and these are the bending moments. So presently what I am showing you is the value of bending moments at different locations under dead plus live. Now similarly in the other direction, he gives you the data that these are the bending moments obtained under dead plus live load by using his software, and he has carried out design for those bending moments. So okay, he is giving you a picture like this. Out of that, he has got a data that out of this moment, for example at this point, you have got a bending moment of, let us say, 100 kilonewton meter at that point. Okay, out of that he will say that 50 is taken by my PT, that is PT strand, they are able to resist 50% of that moment, and remaining 50% is by non-PT steel, that is whatever Torr steel or other steel he is recommending. So at each of these locations he has got a data that how much percentage of this applied moment is resisted by his PT strands. Okay, sometimes we come across contractors who only say that okay, 20% is resisted by PT strand and 80% is resisted by non-PT steel. So that is as good as a normal reinforced concrete, because for 20% why you need to use PT over here. So many times contractors use different percentage of moment for resisting the moment due to PT. So we have to take a very close, you can say, watch on his design, and say that at least 70 to 80% moment under dead plus live is resisted by his PT strands. If he doesn't do that, then you have to ensure that he does that, and then only remaining he can say that okay, non-PT steel is okay, because we are using pre-stressed concrete only to extensively use the strands and use it for reducing either the depth of the sections and so on and so forth. So finally we have to ensure that he uses enough pre-stressing force to take a substantial portion of the moment under PT and so on. While having obtained this data, now you as a designer has got a software which is SAFE, for example. So now if you are using SAFE software to cross check his design, then what you need to do is you have to take the strips as exactly he has taken. Now normally when we use PT, when we use SAFE, we take randomly strips of any width, and for that per meter width we get some bending moments and so on, and we carry out design for that. But here we don't have the choice, because our objective of using SAFE for checking purpose is to compare the moments that we obtain using SAFE and he obtains using his software, maybe Adapt or RAM or whatever it is. So we have to now take the strips exactly as what he has taken, that is in both directions we have to match our strips with his strips. Okay, he has already done his job, so now you have to apply, you have to choose the strip width and location exactly as what he has done. And having done that, now we say that okay, now we have got the complete results from say SAFE, where you have got the bending moments at different locations for strips in X and Y direction. Okay, now having obtained these moments at key locations for every strip, now your job is to compare the two moments. So you have got the moments which are now shown over here. I have randomly taken moments only in one strip in X direction and other strip in Y direction, and at 5 locations I have compared the moments obtained over there. Now once we see the moments, then we are as far as SAFE is concerned, the software that you are using it for different purposes, about SAFE we have got reasonable confidence that yes, the moments obtained are reasonably accurate. While when he uses Adapt, what he does is he takes your data, somehow feeds it in his software, applies the load, applies the boundary condition, and in his software there might be some limitations or there might be some specialities or the default settings. Using all that, he analyzes the structure and he generates the moments and so on. But having supplied the data, our objective is to compare the final results. Once we see the results and say that okay, they are reasonably matched, or at some locations, here also we see that at some location there is large difference in the moments. Now we have to finally discuss with him that why this difference is coming, whether locally he has made some changes or whether locally he has missed some data and so on and so forth. Once we are sure, and if the difference between the two results, that is what we obtain using SAFE software and what he obtains using maybe Adapt and so on, if that difference is hardly 10 to 15% away from each other, then we say that okay, that's fine, that is acceptable. But if the difference is too large, then we have to finally settle the issue and see who is making mistake, whether whatever data you have given to him is properly used or not, and so. So all these things we have to compare, and once we are satisfied, then and then only we should finally say that okay, I am going to certify the design, and finally say that okay, I am going to now accept it and release for construction. I think that is all that I want to indicate in this presentation. And thanks for your patient hearing, and kindly give us your feedback as to whether it was worth the time that you have spent on hearing it. I think as from my side, my presentation is over. Hello.
हॅलो
हां परुळेकर.
हॅलो
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 Parulekar, now either you release the or remove the restrictions on their mic so that they can ask some
Hello.
questions, or you can
Yes.
start discussing.
Sir, I have to
Yes.
talk to you.
Hi, yes. Go ahead.
Sir, I have
Sir,
to
first
talk
of
to you.
all, it was a great refreshment of knowledge of
Sir,
Christie's
first of
concrete
all,
design.
it was
After
a
so
great
many years
refreshment of knowledge of Christie's concrete design
completion
after
of
so
ME
many
in
years of
VJTI in 1978.
Oh, I see.
completion of
Fact,
ME
I
in
did my
VJTI in
thesis on
1978.
Christie's concrete beams
Matter of fact,
under
I did my
able guidance of
thesis
Professor
on
S.
Christie's
Sundaram.
concrete
Yeah.
beams
We
Yeah.
have also
under
presented a paper
able
based
guidance
on
of
my
Professor S.
work
Sundaram.
in All India
We have also presented a paper based on my
Christie's concrete
work
structures at
in
Madras.
All India
Okay.
I went along with Professor Sundaram
conference on Christie's concrete
and
structures
we
at
presented the
Madras.
paper.
Ah,
I
So
went
it
along
okay,
with
great,
Professor
great.
back the
Sundaram
fond memories of the olden
and we
days.
presented the
Hmm.
paper. So
And
you
now my
must have
question
brought back the fond memories of the olden
is, now
days.
when we have a
And now
beam
my
column
question
structure and
Hmm.
when we have
is, now
Christie's
when we have
concrete beam,
a beam
Hmm.
column
then
structure
normally the
and when
tendons
you
are
have a
not passed
pre-stressed
to the
concrete
column but
beam,
Yes.
make the
then
beam wider
normally the
Hmm.
tendons are
and
not passed to the
tendons
column but
are passed
make the beam
on two
wider,
sides of the column.
and the
Yeah, yeah.
tendons
Now, is
are
it possible to
passed
take the tendons
on
to the
two
column,
sides
sir?
of the column. Now, is it
Actually, at
possible
many
to take the
places we
tendons to the
have been
column,
able
sir?
to do it, but you have to see whether there is space inside the column, because if the column reinforcement is too close, then it may not be physically possible. But otherwise, it is possible. We have taken at few places tendons through the columns.
Okay. Now, when we receive the design from Christie's concrete contract
Okay.
for the PT
Now,
beam,
when we receive the
it's clearly mentioned
design
that
from
this design
Christie's
is
concrete
only
contract
for
for a
gravity
PT
loads,
beam,
right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
clearly
After
mentioned
we
that this
analyze
design
the
is
structure
only for
lateral
gravity
loads like
loads, right?
earthquake and wind along with
After
dead load
if
and
you
live load.
analyze the
Uh-huh.
structure
So
for
in that
lateral loads like
analysis,
earthquake and
now
wind
my
along with
earlier
dead
beam
loads
which
and
I
live
had
load.
proposed in RC
So
structure
in
was
this
300
analysis,
by 900
now
because
my
my
earlier
column was
beam which I had
300 wide.
proposed in RC
Huh.
structure was
But now the
300 by
beam
900
due to
because my
pre-stressing
column was
has
300
increased to
wide.
900 width.
But now the beam due
Now
to
in that case,
pre-stressing
in my
has increased
analysis
to
of
900
structure,
width.
should I take the beam as
Now in
900 by
that case, in my
900 and
analysis
not
of
300 by 900?
structure, should I take the beam
Yes,
as
For
yes,
windows and
900 by
yes, yes.
earthquake?
Both the
900
models
and
must
not
be same
300 by
because
900
you have got a beam of
for
different
windows
size
and
at
earthquake?
site. So you have to take that new size and carry out your analysis.
So the whatever the size is taken by the Christie's concrete contractor shall be taken for my
So the whatever
analysis
the
Yes,
size
yes.
is taken
for
by the
earthquake
Christie's
also, whether
concrete
it is
contractor shall
900,
be taken
1200
for
and
my
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
analysis, right?
Correct, correct. Very
For
true.
earthquake also, whether it is 900,
And one more
1200 and
question.
whatever, right?
Now, I think in most
And
of the
one more
Western
question.
countries now they have
Now,
stopped using bonded cables
I
and they're
think
using
in most of the
unbonded
Western countries
blenders.
now they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
stopped using bonded
Now,
cables and they are
why do
using
you prefer that?
unbonded blenders. Now,
Now, as
why
far
do
as
you prefer
bonded
that?
pre-stressed concrete cables are concerned, when you grout the cables, when you grout the sheathing through that, many times it has been found that the grout doesn't fill the entire cavity and there are pockets left inside the sheathing. Because of that, people have experienced at many places corrosion of the PT strand. So that is one reason. Second is when you are considering very thin members, then if you are using a sheathing, then you are reducing the lever arm, while with unbonded one your lever arm is slightly increased, so you get some advantage out of that.
The closed advantage where what I see in unbonded cables is there is no loss of crystals.
Yeah, yeah,
Advantage
that's
where
correct.
what I
That's
see in
correct.
unbonded cables is there is no loss of crystals mostly. Afterwards, if you have to do any external crystals, there is a problem. But there is another problem that afterwards, if you have to do any
Yeah,
external crystals,
external
there is a
crystallizing,
problem.
of course, you have to do it separately, because then external crystallizing, that basic unbonded cable is already, you have already stressed it, so it is already locked. So there is no question of again tampering with that. If you have provided for external crystallizing for repairing and so on, then that is a different situation, because for bridges these days they provide some anchorages, and as needed in future they can use external crystallizing for repairing purpose.
Normally, sir, we normally see that only 80% of the load is taken by pre-stressed concrete. We
Yeah.
normally see that only 80% of the load is taken by pre-stressed
Yeah.
concrete tendons and 20% is to be taken up by reinforcement. Now, is it
No,
possible to
100%
take
is
100%
not
of the
advisable,
pre-stressed
because
concrete?
what happens is you have got the dead load plus live load combination, for which he says that 80% is used for designing purpose. But because live load is actually, we are not saying that live load is there throughout everywhere. You have to take alternate span loaded and so on and so forth. So many times what happens for different loading combinations, it is very difficult to properly see that the loading combinations are given full justice. If you say that 100% is covered, then initially you will have a problem when there is no live load at all and you have got only dead load. Then it might result into tensile stress of unacceptable level. So that is why they keep a margin and say that okay, only take 80% is the maximum. But please remember that a PT contractor is tempted to take the percentage as low as possible, because his cost goes down when he uses less of stress. So he will never insist on using more percentage over.
Lastly, what is your opinion about precast beams and post tensioning? Lastly, what is your opinion about
When you have
precast
got
beams and post
beams of the
tensioning?
same size what they use in bridges, that you have got same beams, same size, same span, everything same, and you want to go for pre-stressing, then factory production is the best. In that case your pre-tensioning is the best activity, so you can do the complete stressing at the factory itself and then transport it, so dead load is properly taken care of. When dead load forms say 70-80% of the total load, then you can go for pre-tension. Even the railway sleepers, if you see, they are all pre-tensioned, because there is no not much load applied later on. Your entire load is applied at the beginning itself.
It was very wonderful to have this interaction with you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
It was very wonderful to have this interaction with you, sir. Thank you very much.
पडवेकर आहे का पडवेकर आहे का नाही पडवेकर आहे का पडवेकर ठीक आहे तुझ्या लेटेस्ट कामामध्ये जी काय तुझ्या लेटेस्ट कामामध्ये जी काय
याची काय प्रोसिजर पाहिजे
वडील सांगितलंच ते की त्याची काय प्रोसिजर पाहिजे स्पेसिफिक डिटेल्स विथ मी बट द प्रोसिजर विच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी टेकन अंडरटेकन
हाँ yes sir.
Shishir Kulkarni.
हाँ yes.
Sir,
What I wanted to ask you is, can we have a superimposed
what I wanted to ask you is, can we have a superimposed
reinforcement steel,
stress strain
AP
curve
500 or
for
AP 415
cables,
concrete,
reinforcement steel,
superimposed on
AP
the same
500 or AP
stress strain curve?
415, concrete,
That is same this thing, so that we know
superimposed on the
what is the
same
starting
stress
point
strain
like your
curve.
concrete will be
That is
strained
same this thing, so that
only
we know
after
what is the
the
starting
pre-stress
point,
comes
like your
into picture.
concrete
Till that
will
time
be
concrete is
strained
not
only
strained probably.
after
Because
the
concrete is
pre-stress
not
comes
loaded.
into picture. Till that time concrete is not
Concrete gets
strained
loaded
probably.
first, it is
Because concrete is
pre-stressed
not
one,
loaded.
and then it is a
And concrete
concrete.
gets loaded
Strain-wise.
first, it is
So,
pre-stressed
So
one,
can we have
and
a
then it is a concrete
superimposed stress strain
strain
curve
wise.
all the
So
materials.
can we have a superimposed
Yeah,
stress strain
I
curve
mean,
for
in
all the
one
materials?
diagram only, you want all the three materials like that.
Yes, and the starting point also. If there is a lag, like
Yes,
first the
yes.
concrete is strained to a
And the
particular
starting
point,
point
and
also.
then
If there is a
your
lag, like
normal, that is
first the
because of the
concrete is
pre-stress,
strained to a
and then
particular point, and
your
then
actual
your
structural
normal, that is because of the
reinforcement steel
pre-stress,
and
and
concrete
then
come into play.
your actual
So
structural steel,
the starting point
reinforcement
may
steel
not be
and
same
concrete
actually.
come into play.
It's not
So
origin when my
the starting point may not be same
reinforcement
actually.
gets strained.
It's
Uh,
not
First, it's a
origin
pre-stress
when my
tendons which get strained.
reinforcement gets strained. First, it's a
Concrete
pre-stress
gets strained in the
tendons
opposite
which get
direction because
strained.
of that, and then my
Concrete gets strained in the
main load
opposite
comes,
direction because of
and
that,
reinforcement
and
and
then
concrete gets
my
loaded and strained
main
in a
load comes,
different manner.
and
So
reinforcement
if
and
we
concrete
have
gets
that
loaded and
superimposed,
strained in
how
a
will it
different
look? That is
manner.
what I was
So
actually
if we have
interested in
that
knowing. I have something
superimposed,
like this for
how will it look? That is what I was
concrete
actually interested in knowing.
reinforcement and
I
structural
have
steel,
something like this for
uh,
concrete
but with a
reinforcement
lag
and
because
structural
the
steel.
structural steel member is put afterwards. Some
But with a
initial load is
lag, because
allowed
the
on the
structural
main
steel member
concrete,
is put
and then
afterwards.
structural steel member,
Some
let's say
initial
that
load is
1
allowed
dead plus
on the
lag is
main
taken by
concrete,
concrete and
and
steel,
then
and then
structural
for
steel member. Let's
remaining
say that
0.5 dead
1
and
dead plus lag
0.5
is
L,
taken by
a
concrete
structural
and
steel
steel,
member is
and then
put,
for
not
remaining
exactly
0.5 dead
composite,
and
but
zero point
something
0.5
for
L,
different
a
reason.
structural steel
And
member
then
is
the
put.
strain in that structural
Not
steel
exactly
actively
composite,
starts
but
happening
something for
after
different
the
reason.
concrete has
And
reached a
then the strain
particular
in that
strain
structural
and the
steel actively starts
reinforcement
happening
steel has reached a
after the
particular
concrete
strain.
has reached a
I'll share
particular
that
strain
with
and
you,
the
actually that
reinforcement
diagram which I
steel has
have.
reached a particular
Similarly,
strain.
if you
I'll
can
share
do,
that with you,
can
actually
circulate,
that
then
diagram which I have.
that would be great.
Similarly, if you
you
can
mean
do
you
and
want the
circulate,
construction
then
sequence to
that
be
would be
taken
great.
into account for this stressing operation, is it? Or the behavior
So,
prediction?
behavior prediction,
So
essentially.
behavior
Because
prediction,
generally in
behavior
pre-stress
prediction,
concrete,
essentially.
you support the slab with your centering and so on until you do initial pre-stressing. Till then you don't release it, no, because there is not enough steel for resisting sulfate and other loads. So you are
Correct. So
supporting it
concrete has no strain.
until stressing is done. So there is no
Correct. So concrete has no
effect
strain.
on concrete or the entire member before stressing. Before stressing, it is fully supported.
Correct. So it is zero stress,
Zero stress.
strain.
As soon as you
Then
stress
you
it
get
and then
your
So it is
remove,
zero
pre-stress,
stress,
yeah,
you
zero
get
strain.
pre-stress force first.
yeah,
Then
So
you
those
get
stresses
your
and strains,
pre-stress,
and then
you
you
get
start getting
pre-stress force first.
reinforcement.
So
yeah.
those
And by
stresses
that
and
time the
strains,
concrete
and
has
then you
strained in a
start
different
getting
direction, in a
reinforcement.
negative or
And by
positive
that time the
picture
concrete
you
has
get, and
strained
then
in
you
a
start
different
loading it.
direction, in
So
a
that is what I actually
negative or
wanted
positive picture
consolidated
you
if we
look at,
can
and
do.
then you start
I'll
loading
share
it.
what I have
So
got with
that is
me.
what I actually
Acha,
There
wanted.
is
acha.
a time lag, of
Consolidated if we
course.
can
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Strain
I'll
lag,
share
you
what
can
I have
say.
got with me.
And I'll share
Okay,
with
There
okay.
is a
I think
time
yes,
lag
yes,
of that.
surely. Yeah.
Strain lag, you can say. I'll share with you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Rajesh sir,
हाँ
just wanted to discuss one thing, that is in case of PT beams actually, what they do, contractor does is for
In
dead
case
plus
of
slab
PT
adhesive.
beams, actually,
As far as
what they
detailing
do,
is concerned,
contractor does is for
when,
dead
when
plus slab
generally the
adhesive.
beam widths are more
As
than
far as
column
detailing
widths.
is
हाँ
concerned,
So
when
while
generally
putting
the
our
beam
own
widths are more
equipment
than
reinforcement,
column widths.
we have to
So
put our own.
while putting
We have
our
to add it.
equipped
हाँ
reinforcement,
yes, yes.
But then,
we have to
then
put our
if you
own.
add to
We
the
have to
whatever
add it,
reinforcement they
whatever
have provided
reinforcement.
at top,
But
हाँ
then if you add to the whatever
but
reinforcement they have provided
it
at
cannot be
top,
physically it
and
cannot be in the column. So
it
that
cannot be
whether that frame action how it
physically it cannot be in the column. So that
See, as
whether
far
that
as
frame action how it
basic behavior is concerned, see, if you have in general a beam which is having width lesser than column, you have no issue because you say there is monolithic action. On the same lines, if the beam is wider,
no, then it will
wider than the column, so long as the action is monolithic, I think there is no issue, no, because it is the joint which is going to finally rotate and develop
in
the
case of
moments in the
earthquake
beam.
detailing.
So I think one should not worry whether the
in
width
case
is
of
more or
earthquake detailing,
less. It is the monolithic behavior that we are ensuring. In that case, whether the width is more or less, it doesn't make any difference.
Sir, but sir, IS 1390 latest has given
Sir, IS 1390 latest has given
wider than the column, and how much
special clause
reinforcement
for
should go into the
beams which are wider than the
sides
column,
and into the
and
main.
how much
So that
reinforcement should go into the
1390, that
sides
clause
and how
is
much should go
applicable to
into
this
the
case
main.
in that case?
So that
Yeah. I mean, RC,
1390,
because
that
this
clause, is
structure
it
what we are
applicable to
having
this case
is
in that case?
RC as well as PC. No, it's not only pre-stressed concrete. It has to, because you are designing like a normal reinforced concrete structure for remaining moment. No? So you have to satisfy the provisions of 13920. There is no escape from that.
That is okay, but theoretically, when we say we are designing, we are adding only earthquake
That is
steel.
okay, but theoretically, when we say we are designing, we are adding only earthquake
Brittle
steel.
thing.
Whereas for grade plus slab portion, there is a stress, which is a brittle thing. So how they
Say that
brittle thing?
it is discouraged.
Generally,
No, there is nothing brittle in that case. See, though you have got a steel, your normal steel you are already providing. Okay. Now, normal steel will start behaving right from the beginning. It's not that it will be active only in earthquake. It will not wait until earthquake. It will start behaving right from the beginning. So, right from beginning, you have got a reinforced concrete section with pre-stressing effect.
That earthquake steel, that will also act.
Because even under dead load, you are having the non-PT steel. So, under the behavior, if it develops tensile stress or compression, it will develop the force, and accordingly, the behavior will be that of a reinforced concrete only.
In that means in that normal steel, the percentage shared by PT and percentage steel by
that means in that
reinforcement is not
normal
as per
steel,
the
the percentage shared by PT
design.
Definitely,
and
definitely.
percentage steel by
Sure.
reinforcement
When we
is not
add
as per
earthquake
the
steel in that.
PT
Yeah,
proportion
definitely.
design.
You have
Because-
to add earthquake steel right
When
in the
we add
beginning
earthquake
as per
steel in
IS
that.
1390
Yeah, you'll
detailing.
have to add earthquake
In the
steel
main
right in the
core-
beginning as
in the
per
main
IS
core of the beam
1390
itself.
detailing.
Correct.
That's
But
correct.
that
In the
steel,
main
if
core,
it is suppose
main
say,
core of the beam
let's say,
itself.
Correct. But that steel,
imaginary figure, and
if it is
that
suppose
steel
say
itself
let's
is
say
adequate for dead plus slab in
imaginary
normal
figure, and
circumstances.